All right, let's get into it. So this is the clip. I want to show you guys this clip. This is the one that's been circulating all around the Korean internet. It's been really pissing people off, let's say. So I'm going to let you guys watch the whole thing, and then I'll comment on it.
If y'all give me the support and the donations and the love, the power chats, the crypto donation, nigga, I'm ready, bro. If y'all want chaos, let me be your conduit. Let me be your bastion of the evil.
There's the quote. There's the bastion of evil quote. That's what I think a lot of people are going on, is that, that's what, and to be very fair, and this is the point, I'm going to pause that. I'll play the rest. But to be very fair, that's what his chat wants him to do. They want him to go out there and do crazy, wild stuff. They want him to get arrested. They want him to get hurt. They want him to get pepper sprayed. They want to get beat. They want him to get punched. His chat wants that, right? They want that. The very few supporters, the 40 people in Hank that are still backing him, they are trying to put him in dangerous situations. And that's why he has adopted this role, because he has gotten into so deep into his chat that that's all he's got, is this persona, which, by the way, is a tough guy act, because he doesn't actually go out and do any of the things he says. He says he's going to go out and IRL stream. He says he's going to go confront Ice Poseidon and the whole group in Korea. He hasn't done any of that, right? It's talk tough, but don't actually do it.
If you want to see anarchy, if you're an anarchist and you want somebody that is going to crash out with no remorse, with no sense of self-worth, with no sense of self-preservation, I will be your man. I'm building up the Johnny Somali pirates, this pirate gang from the beginning. And every nigga in here right now is going to be a witness to what we're going to create.
Yeah.
By the way, it's like all 10 people, it's like, because he does a lot of botted views on his party count, but it's like actually like 10, 20 people.
Only one, yeah? Can I get a yeah?
Yeah. Hopefully she goes straight through.
I'm ready to crash out in the streets and die for you, bro. I have body scars. I got scars sliced my fucking forehead when I was in Israel. I got battle scars from you niggas. And I still pushing P. I'm still what?
So still ready to get out there and be that bastion of evil chaos. There's some language in there that can also imply he's going to, engage in incitement, all the other stuff. Media is not too happy about that you're in the middle of a trial. You've got these charges against you, the Korean media, and you're saying you're going to go out there and still be this person. It's kind of crazy.
Bad for this.
Actually, I think I'll say this. I think he actually he is starting to understand, but he's boxed in to this persona, so he can't back out of it.
Guy that he is now promising, as if you think he couldn't do anything.
It clearly has. That part is true. He has no sense of self-preservation because he's digging himself deeper. By the way, Dalton asked for $9.99. Are Koreans still hunting RKI, or did they stop and let the court handle? They are not. There's no need to hunt him. First of all, he doxed himself on stream, so everybody knows where he is, and we all know he's staying with Hank. It's a fact. And beyond that, the court is now handling it. There's no reason for any Korean to go after him, attack him, punch him, do anything like that. The court and the police have handled it, and it will handle itself in court. And there's no need for any.
Here on this channel since I flew out to South Korea for his trial. And going into that trial, I don't know why, but I thought just maybe he would be respectful and played a little bit smart for, a better shot at a lighter sentence.
And that's, by the way, what everybody thought. So every person I've spoken to is shocked that he did not play the role. And the fact that he came in not playing that role is wild in Korean court. It is insane to come in and have the bravado, the attitude, the disrespect, the lateness, the hungover, not giving a saying that it's not a big deal, publicly open on a stream. This is something that's unprecedented. Probably even even in America, this would be crazy, but Korea, it's doubly crazy because of the amount of disrespect for the court it shows, which is very dispositive.
I'm just gonna pay and leave, bro. Like you can't go to jail for this.
Actually, you can. That's the whole point. You can, and historically, people have gone to jail for this. So it's not like you can't. No, you actually can, and you will, right? So it's a thing. It's like you can, and you're putting yourself on the track where you will, right? So it's okay, Johnny. Let's see. Once again, there's no debating this with Johnny, right? What's the debate here, right? It's like, no, just let the court play out, and we'll watch. I'll be there in the audience, with my mental popcorn, and just eating it and enjoying watching him crash and burn.
You can't. Like, you literally cannot.
Yeah, I was there. Things really did not go his way. How does he not realize? Since he pleaded guilty to multiple charges, he will now be convicted as a felon there. And he will now be charged as a repeat offender for his next case. He finds the dumbest way possible to react to every situation that he's in.
It was so funny. So it's once again inside baseball here. Every time like we'd meet up with Atozy, and like it was like the morning of the trial, and I'd tell him, oh yeah, Johnny got drunk last night, did this crazy stuff. The look on his face of like not believing how insane this was, because you don't get stuff like this that happens. Like, it just doesn't happen. This is so unprecedented to have court cases where people dig themselves in the night before trial. Usually it's, a week before, 2 weeks before, something like that. But it's not just the night before. He's now done it the day after. He's done it the day after that. He's continued to make statements. His people have continued to do stuff. It's been repeated since that last week.
It's like he's trying to go for a maximum sentence for all of his charges here. And the prosecutors and judge will see all of these videos here. I mean, now even the Korean media is calling for a harsh punishment for him.
This is the professor. So that, real quick, that was the professor that he brought up. This is the professor that is very connected, who said, we need to set an example of good punishment. When actually the literal translation is, we need like an aggressive punishment. So like no slap on the wrist, aggressive punishment. That was the language of this professor, and there's more that he goes into, but people are aware and talking about it. It's not just us YouTubers or us foreigners. It is the Korean media himself and the Korean people themselves that are pissed about this. And that's a very important factor.
But he did a breakdown where he talked about his side of the trial, and this is where we learned how delusional this dude really is.
I'm going to give you guys the post-trial breakdown. We have all this news right here from Korean and other sources. I want you guys to send me in the Discord right now to react.
So just real quick, guys. So Ramsey is asking you, there's like 3 different Korean reporters in there. There's another foreign reporter in there. There's about 10 of us, other than the reporters, right? Just like another 10 of us in the courtroom, me, Atozy, the professor, there's a bunch of others that were in there. All of us are incorrect and lying completely about everything that I had said. And it's only Ramsey that's telling the truth. If you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you in Atlantis. Okay. I'm just saying. Oh man. Also, while you're out there doing crazy stuff, smash a like button. Thanatos Felicitas says, in South Korea, how long does a minor trial take if no deal? There's no plea deals, but even if he pleads guilty, it will be a couple months. So it's not something that goes fast. Let's continue.
I'm gonna give you the whole real, unadulterated, true story, because I have footage from the court that y'all haven't seen. I got footage from the court that y'all don't know about.
If this is true, well, first of all, I think he's full of shit, right? Second of all, if it was true, that is instant contempt of court. That would be super easy. I would love for him to show this magical footage, which doesn't exist, right? That most likely does not exist. But if it does exist, right, that's instant contempt of court. So either way, Ramsey, right, it's either bluster, which it probably is. With Ramsey, 99.9% is bluster, right? But even beyond that, if it's not, it's contempt of court. So I'm okay with that. Once again, reporting him for contempt of court. I mean, which way are you going to go here? If he did actually record something. And once again, if he recorded anything, it would just confirm what we said. Of course, that would be very much illegal, very much in contempt, pretty much directly. So yeah, I don't believe it though. I really do not believe it.
Like, look at this. I got these Packers. These are from Pakistan saying I arrived late and hungover. Okay, they're not lying about that part. I'll give you that. I was
so already making a confession there that he was drunk and hungover, which is, once again, the court's going to hear that, right?
Spilling a cup of noodles. They got me for carrying a stinky fish. They got me for some, bro. Like, this You can't go to jail for that in any country.
you
But the
can.
reason I've been quiet is I didn't want to really feed the trolls. I didn't really want to feed like this.
I like how he calls, like, you know, okay, feeding the trolls. Like, yes, the national newspapers, right? The Korean Herald, right? Everybody else there, right? It's trolls, right? It's all trolls. Everybody's trolling, right? He's the only serious one. I mean, does anybody can anybody actually take that serious? That Johnny Somali is the only honest truth. He's the only truth teller, and everybody else is lying, right? Everybody else is lying, and he's the only truth teller. Of course, that's the right story.
So why would you ever act like a moron and test your luck when you really don't have to?
Like, I cannot believe how low life you have to be to fly. And this Atozy made at least 21 videos about me. This made how many videos?
and Atozy, like, you know, he's made a lot of what Johnny is really okay. Let me translate from Johnny to English here, right? from Johnny to English, okay? Johnny is mad here because Atozy made, in his videos he's made, just the last, you know, let me put it this way. In Atozy's last like 5 videos have made more than Johnny's ever made in his entire career as a streamer, right? So Atozy's just like 3 videos, 5 videos, whatever, have probably made more than Johnny's made in his entire career streamer. That's one content creator. Forget about Asmongold, forget about everybody who's covered it, forget all the other big channels. And he is so salty about that. That is the ultimate thing that he gets really mad about, is when other people are successful, when other people get support, when other people have people in the chat. I have almost 7,000 people, with 6,500 right now in the chat. He cannot get 40 people. I mean, that's pushing it, right? 20, 30, 40 people for him, you know, is pushing it for actual viewers. I mean, this guy has almost nobody. And most of those guys, most of the people in the chat, you know, a lot of them are just A-logs, people that are tracking him, spies, people that don't like him, hate him, that are just lurking. And there's also people that genuinely want him to go to get hurt, get to jail, get arrested, get punched. Like, that is his audience, right?